So now I'm going to move on to cutting conduit to length. The preferred method is by the use of PVC pipe cutters. To use this method, what you do is you put the conduit in and you lightly squeeze. Don't squeeze hard because you'll only deform the conduit. Once you lightly squeeze, rotate the conduit, increasing pressure as you go, and eventually you will create a nice clean cut all the way through, and it will be square. If you just squeeze and don't rotate the conduit, what you in effect do is deform the conduit and you don't get a square cut. Once you cut your conduit, you have to now ream it using this piece of equipment here. You have to ream both the inner surface and the outer surface. So only 2 or 3 turns, that's all we need. 1, 2, 3 on the inner, 1, 2, 3 on the outer. And all we're doing there is just slightly chamfering the edge. What we don't want to do is over chamfer and create sharp edges, which will only create a weakness in the conduit. That's right, if you basically go to cut your conduit and you haven't got any PVC pipe cutters, you may have to use the junior hacksaw. The problem with using the junior hacksaw is you don't get clean sharp edges, and also it takes a little bit of practice to learn to cut square. So what I do is recommend you use electrician's tape. This gives you an easy to use guide for cutting square. So again, just as we did with steel wired armoured, get your electrician's tape, put it on, keeping yourself square, make sure you've got no ripples, and go all the way around to create a ring. Now when you're doing this, you don't need to go around more than once. That way you don't waste any electrician's tape. Once you've put your ring round, get your junior hacksaw, hold your conduit in on the workmate and cut nice and square. If you do struggle to hold the conduit with your left hand, you can always put it into the conduit and put the conduit into the workmate and get that to hold it for you. So what you do is put it in and then you concentrate on cutting through. Just nice and gently, it's not a race. Keeping to your electrician's tape as a guide. As you can see, by using the junior hacksaw, we end up with a lot of rough edges. Now them will require cleaning up quite a bit more than what we would have if we used a set of PVC pipe cutters. So if you do end up using a junior hacksaw, make sure you ream thoroughly, but don't ream too much that you get sharp edges. And that is PVC conduit.